Yeah. All right. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. All right. All honor, glory, praise go up and out to the Most High Yahweh, Yahuwah, Bahashim, Mashiach, Yahweh, Shah, Yahusha, Kwam Yashala. Thank the Most High for allowing me to see another Sabbath day. Hold on, family. Doing what they got to do. Yeah, thank the Most High for letting me see another Sabbath day in Shalom. Even though Satan tried to come along and screw it up, try to silence COTP. But by all means, it ain't gonna happen. I feel sorry for you. Who is you? Those vessels that Satan is using. I feel sorry for you. You're making a complete fool out you. But if you want to continue to be a fool and keep putting that work in, I advise you to go see my video that fools hate knowledge. It's a sad story, but I gotta keep pushing forward. Ain't no stopping till the Most High shut it down, right? So I appreciate you, Most High, for using me, just like Satan uses the other ones to do his dirty work. You use me to do the good work, all right? So what I'm gonna deal with today, what the Most High put on me, because I kept watching family members on YouTube and all that crap. Got entertainers out there, so-called woke or so-called telling some truth. Entertainers, I said, those who already crossed the line, jumped over the fence, really can't come back. They can come back, but it's gonna be a bad deal if they try to come back. We should already know that. But you know, I see the symbolism, all this, all that. You know, the Black Power T-shirt, Black Power earrings, and it's all mixed up. So my deal is that I'm gonna try to deal with today, man. It's just like, you know, we got Black Power, like we've always had since they orchestrated that, right, in the early 1900s. Black Power, right? Right on. Black Power. And it was good for a minute until the Most High poured his spirit completely out on the children of the prophets, separate themselves from all foolishness and all madness. It was good for a minute. You know, we listened to Public Enemy, KRS-One, all them groups in the 90s, you know. We even listened to James Brown back in the late 60s, early 70s. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. You know what I mean? Say it loud. I always wondered how he got away with that. I really did. I always wondered, how could he, especially in a time like that, during the so-called marches of Martin Luther King and the time of Malcolm X, this guy put a song out saying, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. I liked it, the song, loved it. Used to DJ and used to mix it. But I still never stopped pondering on the fact that how did he pull that off? See, I didn't know much about the industry and how the great evil one moves. I didn't know that, but I know now. So he used the people. He'll wake you up, then he'll rock you back to sleep. He'll use one of our people to wake us up on this side, then on the other side, he rock you back to sleep. So that's how he moved. So in essence, you'll never be awakened, period. He playing with you, using you, so to speak. Your whole existence or your soul has been hijacked. It's been hijacked. And it's continuing to be hijacked because he's still doing the same thing, but on a more sinister scale. So I'm dealing with Black Power and Israelite power. Since the Most High have allowed me to wake up to search out who the freak I am, so I'm gonna use Black Power and Israelite power today. I'm gonna deal with that a little bit, and then I'm gonna move on. But I just kept seeing it on TV so much, and you know, I see a lot of people watch a lot of entertainers. So the entertainers always bring you the new style, the new flavor, you know what I'm saying, the new trend on what it is that we're supposed to do. We follow them as a people, and then there we go, all over again, like a dog chasing his tail. So, and it's if it ain't questioned, then the people gonna perish, man, for lack of knowledge, just being followers, right? Because they play on your emotions. Once again, I made the other video called "Who Turned the Music Up?" Because the DJ is the great evil one. He scoped you out. He know what you like. He know what your desires are, what your lust is. So he feeds you with those things, right? And he keep you on his team because he give you some truth mixed up with fiction. And the people love that because the people really want to believe in the Most High, but at the same time, the people want to fulfill their lust. I can say that once again. I'm a witness to it. So the people want to do both of them. You can't do both of them. Just like somebody showed me a video 2 days ago where you can't mix up the truth with a lie. Because if you do that, then it's just a lie. Right? You can't mix the truth with a lie, man. It's just a lie. You didn't tell if you don't tell the whole truth, you didn't tell the truth. You go to the courtroom and try that, you're going to jail. You will be penalized and you're going to jail. So I'm dealing with black power, right? Rockabye baby, and Israelite power. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what the Most High had me watching, just watching that, and I had enough of watching. And he told me to write a few scriptures down. It sure wasn't me. Spirit told me to do it. Jeremiah chapter 2 and 11, right? Matter of fact, let me bring out one opening precept and I'm gonna move on. All right? I have to address this issue also. A lot of Christians out there, quick, all over the internet, all over the world, quick to tell you that the Messiah, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, is God. He was God in the flesh. That's what they said. All right? He was God in the flesh. So let's just say, for instance, we're going to deal with that and say, okay, he God in the flesh. So let me go to Hebrews chapter 10, verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O God. That's what y'all say, oh God. So is he talking to himself? Is he talking to himself? And if y'all say he God and he talking to himself, okay, cool. Let's do that. Let's deal with that. So he said again, then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will. So he comes in the whole volume of the book, front to back. So all you Christians who just do New Testament, okay, all you Torah keepers who just do Torah, whatever. And I ain't even gonna get on the so-called Khazarians. I'm done with them. I'm sick of them. Been sick of them. But anyway, if the Messiah is God himself, then this whole book is written of him and about him, and we should do what? Follow from front to the back. You can't pick and choose. So I just had to throw that out there for the so-called Christians, but I'm gonna move on to this black power thing and this Israelite power thing, all right? Jeremiah chapter 2 and 11. Pushing forward. Thank you again, Most High. It's a beautiful day. 3 days in a row. Gotta thank you. I just gotta learn to adapt how to just completely just love the Most High and his creation, all the things that he created, without having my mind diluted with other substances, just to enjoy my existence. You see what I'm saying? I still gotta fight, and I'm gonna continue to pray for his help in this fight. That's what I'm gonna do, family. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 11. Hath a nation change their gods. Now watch this. He said, hath a nation changed their gods. He's speaking about the other nations. He's not talking about Israel in this particular sentence because it's a comma there. Hath the nation changed their gods? This is plural. So what's going on? All the other nations got their own gods. That's what the scripture is saying. That's what Jesus said, y'all. That's what y'all said. Hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods, but my people have changed their glory for that which does not profit. So my people done changed their glory to that which don't profit nothing, meaning what? Black power. No rules, no regulation, right? You know, we need to come together. We need to get together. We need to do this. We need to come together. We need to do all this good stuff, right? I listen to these conversations daily. On the job, all over the place, just listening. Sometimes I intervene, sometimes I don't. But on a topic like this, when they said we all need to come together, for the most part, I just shut up and listen. Sometimes, y'all, I even hear the boy-on-boy people or the girl-on-girl people talking about we need to come together. I'm like, really? Really? It's madness, y'all. We need to come together. We need to come together. Okay, but we ain't got no laws, no rules or nothing. I don't know who's going to be the lawgiver or you know, who's going to come up with this legislation that we should abide by. Let me see all y'all get together, which y'all just don't understand. The black people trying to get together under this umbrella at the same time, they're together already under this other big umbrella, which is they call America. So that's where they're getting this independency from. Because America said you can worship your own God over here in this country. All y'all can worship all y'all gods over here. No big deal. No big deal. Because they said we all believe in the same thing. And believe it or not, if you ain't worshiping the true creator, the God of Israel, y'all do worship the same thing. Y'all do have the same deities. Well, different deities, but under the same umbrella. And that umbrella is the great evil one. That's who y'all worship. That's who your worship come under or come through or come from, right? So black power with no legislation. Once again, you know, I see our videos on YouTube. I see the so-called new Black Panther Party, new Black Panther Party. Women in front, first of all, off the top. Tight clothes, super tight clothes. Well, you know, the clothes that men gonna watch them. They got their injections rolling still. They got their eyelashes going with their long nails, weave all over the place, fingernails. Let me tell you something. This is what I'm saying. We all got to come together with the Black Party. She got a chopper in her hand. And then look, I'm just telling you what I saw. I'm not trying to bring forth no disrespect, because if that's the case, it should have been disrespect before I saw the video. It should have been before you walked out the house. Disrespect should have set in. Don't look at me and say I'm tripping. Oh, I'm this or I'm that. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at me. I saw this on a video, and it's still on YouTube right now. Sister got a podcast. She with the new Black Panther Party. They all out there range. They shoot, you know. But like I said, dressed any kind of way. They got the children out there. They smoking. They doing all kind of stuff. They got the LGBT, ROTFK, all them out there together. Everybody lumped up together. So I'm assuming that's the umbrella we all need to come together under, right? So I'm just looking at that like, what are the boundaries? You know, what decency going for a change? What decency gonna come in to help the babies? Are the little girls supposed to look up to that sister and grow up and wait for her turn to be just like her idol or the one that she admires, right? Or do the little boys supposed to look up to them other cats that's out there and they own little clique in there who going all over the place which way? Man, this is the umbrella they said we need to come together. I just can't see how me coming back to my heritage can come together. No disrespect to Uncle Farrakhan, but how far we gonna go? You know what I'm saying? We can't go that far. We can't go that far. But no disrespect. Once again, I'm just saying this Black Power thing is like just everybody out can't, we need to come together and we need to do this. And don't nobody want to be chastised in the Black Power movement. As soon as chastisement come out, all HELL break loose, and there goes everything. It's just crazy to me. We gotta come together. Keep watching TV, keep seeing people around the job talking about our country, our nation, our country. We need to do this. This is our country. So, and they're still saying the so-called black people, but you got the video, people making videos, so-called black people saying, well, black people need to do this, in this country, da, 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 da. How? You still, if you're going to do all that over here in this country, you're not going to be in charge of nothing because you will soon be infiltrated, flat out. I don't understand it, man. But some of it I do understand because, like I said, a lot of these people are set up to keep y'all asleep. It sounds good. It ain't no different from the Public Enemy movement and the rest of the first Black Panther Party movement. You go to digging in that back then. Huey P. Newton and all this and all that. All that's a setup. Angela Davis. She in the forefront talking about Black Power back then with the big old natural or afro, but then she woman on woman. So I all lumped up together, Black Power. The children ain't gonna make it in there. Once again, that's my biggest concern. The children. I don't care what message I bring out. My main concern is always gonna go back to the Most High and then these kids. And I'm gonna always come up against the adults because it's their fault. So yeah, they all lumped up together. Our nation. Wow, our country. This ain't, man. If it is your country, your legislation comes up under the dependency of this country, right? So that means you got to keep doing like everybody that's before us, selling our soul, get on TV, get in the forefront, and continue to tell these lies and all that kind of stuff, man. It's just crazy to me. I just keep watching that, and you get tired of it, but the Most High got to shut it down, right? I even heard some brothers know they Israel. Some brothers, they know they Israel. But they'll tell you, I'm Jewish. Look, man, it's too much going on with the brothers. It's too much. All them Negroes, they keep talking about we need to get together and do this and that. Get all us in a group together. There's too many different beliefs. You got Egypt, they raising the fist up saying Black Power. Egyptology, then you got the Nubians. Then you got New Wapians. It's just so much going on with our people. But we supposed to come together. All these different laws gonna clash together, and we're gonna be a nation, some kind of black nation. I don't know. And I ain't understanding the black part because for the most part we brown. We won't even let that stereotype go. Let it go. Let it go and grow up. Start all over. Don't be scared to start over. Start over, man. Search it all the way through. Wow. Let me move on. Romans 9, verse 6. Black Power came under the civil rights movement, man. Right? And the civil rights movement is for minorities, not just Negroes, minorities. So you see who invented the civil rights movement. They finally done came out to the forefront and took it over. That's why they was able to stand in front of the Black Power. What is that? Black Pride? What did they call it? Black Pride? Anyway, whatever that was, not long ago, the Black Pride, they was able to stand in front of that and lead that. The alphabet people stood in front of the Black Pride, whatever that was. I can't even remember what it was. Y'all know what I'm talking about. A year or two ago, when they was out here marching all over the place, and all right, man, and the founders eventually stole the money. Then they found out one of the founders was one of the alphabet people and all this madness, but they were gathering Negroes together, so-called, under that banner, under the other banner of civil rights. And civil rights was founded by the alphabet people. So if we're going to gather together under that, you still lose again. Still lose again. But we're being played on. So Black Power versus Israelite power. So first, I'm just going to deal with the Black Power. Then last but not least, I'm going to deal with Israelite power. Right? Because there's more people voting for Black Power than Israelite power. That's for sure. Romans 9:6. Not as though the word of the Almighty, Elohim, have taken none effect. For they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. And that's what the Most High say. I'm just reading. But as I continue to live daily, I get to see it. Right? I get to see it. I'm going to read it again. Romans 9:6. Not as though the word of the Almighty, Elohim, have taken none effect. For they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. Meaning what? Their spirit ain't here, man. And truly, majority of them are Israelites. But their spirit is nowhere near the Most High. Don't want to be affiliated. Right? No matter how much you tell them. They don't want to be that banner. They do not want to come under. We'd rather be Black Power or just make up something. Good at making up something. Right? Brother told me that his granddad told him, since we over here in this country, we got to have a name, our first name, we got to have a name that's just a strong name. Inside, I shook my head because I did not want to embarrass him, but I still told him, I said, yeah, that's one of the curses in the scriptures. And that's why you see us coming out with a lot of these crazy names with our children. You know, me too. Me too. I named my son, what was that? Some kind of Spanish name. You know, a lot of us make up names though. You know what I mean? Tatiana and Shaquana, you know. Then we find a way how to spell it. I don't know. It's just, you know, that's Black Power for us though, man. That's just one of the curses. But scripture said in Romans 9:6, not as though the word of the Almighty, Elohim, have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. So I had to give thanks to the Most High for waking me up to see the foolishness that I'm talking about. Even my own foolishness, right? I'm thankful for him allowing me to see it. So they are not all Israel who are of Israel. We want to do a lot. We want to be a lot over here in this place. And it's a lot of us just done settle down and we claim this to be our country. It's knowing good and doggone well, you're not accepted like that, man. You're not accepted like that. This ain't your country, man. Yeah, you stay here, but this ain't your country. It's just like you spending the night over somebody's house for a long time. That ain't your house. You might stay there. They might let you move in and you paying rent. But that's not your house. Your name ain't on that lease. But sooner they get mad with you, you got to go. You got to go. So, you know, we under a whole bunch of banners saying that we need to come together. And the Black Power, How can you, what kind of black power can an entertainer, Black power, see. The sister said her earring said black power. And I was just tripping off that because I'm like, man, you in the industry, man. You talking about black power? Not in the industry. Not black power in the industry, y'all. So yeah, and that struck me because that was very deceiving, you know, because she got a strong fan base. Strong fan base. But earring said black power. And the carnal people of the world, our people, the carnal people of my people of the world admire the entertainers. Like I said, it ain't but a few people, especially Israelites, that love the Most High. That's just it. And it ain't but a few people in the world, period, that love the Most High. Ain't nobody out there claiming the Most High in totality. Yeah, you got a lot of Christians out there, a lot of people. I see a lot of so-called Christians making good videos, strong videos about prophecy, everything. But you know what? They still deceived because they still showing you this image of Caesar Borgia or da-da-da-da-da. They're still not giving their people, whoever they talking to, the whole truth. So people are looking for something and gonna miss it because whoever doing the teaching ain't giving them the pureness of what they deliver. It's watered down. Every time you go to the bathroom, they spiking your punch. Every time you go to the bathroom, they spiking your punch. Sorry, man, but that's what's up. Either the whole truth or no truth, right? We free. We free over here. We free. I seen a Christian with the brother strong, Christian brother on the street. Say he a Christian, so he don't really. I seen him wearing fringes, but he really don't come under the hat or the umbrella of Israel or being an Israelite. Okay, but he's a strong brother now. Hard, you come up against him, you got to be seasoned. So he out there. I forgot his name, and it's not a big deal about the name. But he was teaching. And he ran across this so-called white man and asked him the white man a question, and the white man was so-called racist and told him, "Shut up, you slave." Old white man, old so-called white man, old 80-something years old, called him a slave. And it struck me when he said that to the brother, because I'm pretty sure the brother probably wasn't ready for that. He was not ready for that, and the brother can't, combated with him and told him this and told him that, But for the most part, he had to remind the brother, you still under subjection over here. The scriptures speak. That's why I brought out Hebrews 10:7. Because if you're just a Christian, you lost in the sauce. If you're just a Torah keeper, you lost in the sauce. Because if you're a Christian and you saying you saved and all this and all that, saved from what? The scriptures all throughout, even the Messiah speaks of gathering his people in the end times. So if he got to gather you, come and redeem you from all these nations and places where he scattered you, you still in subjection to the nations where you've been scattered, man. You're not totally free. You free with a, you know how them collars is that you buy dog, the retractable leashes. They go a long way. But when you want them, you can pull back and keep retracting. Pull back, keep retracting. That's your freedom. But they say they free over here. They got the free man doctrine. You got the freaking brothers who wear the fez. With the free man, they worship everything. The Masons, the Moors. But I ain't even finna get in that. But like I said, black power. All that's coming under the umbrella of black power. I should have got into it. But that's a whole nother subject because them cats, yeah, they got all the truth. Islam, Hebrew Israelite, the Native Indian. We everybody, let them tell it. Plus they give shots out to the 33rd degree Masons and they all over the place. So ain't no way. But here we go with the so-called black power again. All these different umbrellas, we got to get together. We got to come together. So much confusion. right? We worship every deity. That's what I was just talking about. Them cats, number one, as a collective, they worship every deity. Now, breaking it down, you move the Moors out the way. Our people worship this, worship that, worship this, worship that. Which one of y'all gonna let go of all that y'all worshiping and come together under whoever says this is what we're supposed to do? You see what I'm saying? Too much going on, man. Black power, that's black power. Black power. Okay? And another thing, we still stuck on hip hop. Old Negroes stuck on hip hop. Hip hop is G-A-Y. They done showed you all you need to see about that. How come y'all still stuck on hip hop, man? Huh? How come you still stuck on hip hop, 50-year-old men? Right? $50-year-old men still stuck on hip hop. It's a shame. Stuck. I mean, stuck. You got so many simple podcasts that don't do nothing for our people as a whole. But our people is like making simple podcasts because of what? This is their country. And everything is cool. As long as I make about 80 grand or better a year, or 60, 70 grand a year, I'm good, I'm cool. You know, I'm good. This is my country. I've been to see all these gifts this man keep giving me. This is my country. I'm gonna do what America said do. This is my country. First, I say that I believe in the Creator, but I'm gonna move when they say move. Now, when it's time for me to really show that I believe in the Creator, I ain't got nothing going for myself, and I'm gonna turn my back. I don't know where their perception come from of what the Creator is or who the Creator is, but they all call themselves worshiping the Creator that they find in the scriptures. But when you bring out the scriptures, here comes the Antichrist, the spirit of the Antichrist. You see the confusion. So, you know, stuck on hip hop, man, we stuck on everything. Black power, you know, it's just crazy, man. We still idolizing. I brought that out because we still idolizing our so-called celebrities. All this information out here now telling us about how these people done just gave themselves away to the great evil one. We still making podcasts talking about fame, the fame and fortune of this person, whatever happened to this person. Just making all these podcasts about the glory side, so-called glory side. Like, about the so-called glory side of entertainers, but won't never bring up this evil, sinister side, the deceptive side. Only the side that glitters and shines, right? So we can keep rocking our people to sleep, playing on that side, instead of telling us, look, don't look up to these folk, man. But, you know, everybody is against the so-called black person, even black power itself. Moving on, man. You know, we've been on the bottom so long, man. We just want to be accepted. You know, we've been on the bottom so long, we want to be accepted. But we want to be accepted by the world. Who runs the world? The great evil one. We want him to let us be a part of his kingdom. Please take your foot off our throat. I'll do what you tell me to do. Just take your foot off of my throat, please. I'll start talking just like you. Right? I'll do a lot of things, but just get your foot off my throat. Just get your foot off my throat. So yeah, we've been stuck over here a long time, man, on the bottom. Now he done start giving our people gifts and stuff. to continue to blind us, because what? The Spirit of the Most High done came out now to reveal all things. To reveal all things. So he knows that. So I got to give him some gifts. I must turn it up, man. I got to combat with what the Creator is doing. If not, I'm going to lose these people that's supposed to follow me down in Sheol, which is hell, in the pit, the bottomless pit. Deuteronomy 28:37. Yep. Deuteronomy 28:37. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Most High shall lead thee. Once again, throughout the four corners of the earth, in between and around and about. As when the Most High have scattered the children of Israel, he said you're going to be what? Become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all the nations, man. Black power. Right? N-I-G-G-A, color, Negroes, right? Proverbs. Your astonishment now is in full force right now, right? You got a belt on, but your belt down here. Your pants are below your cheeks, brother. Your pants are below your cheeks, brother. I know you been watching the video, you want to be a sister. But you still been deceived because you'll never be a sister. Sister, you'll never be a brother. All right? I don't care how hard you try to act, how much you lay back, you know, how much you try to walk, you know, you'll never be a brother. But you just don't understand. Out of all the nations in the world, you are an astonishment. People looking at us like we slap crazy. And we are crazy. Because the Most High said he was going to punish us to stick his foot up in our butt till we be destroyed. We are destroyed. But it's more to come. It's more to come. Why? Because the fulfillment ain't complete. The 1/3 and the 144, right? The 2/3 got to go on over there to Satan, or the evil one. Got to happen. Thus said the scriptures. Thus says what I see in the world. So the scriptures going to continue to become light, like that sun shining over there. And the world going to continue to be what? Dark, like this pavement, even darker. Yeah. Scripture said, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all the nations. Right? A proverb and a byword, byword. But that astonishment is what is really what bores me every day. Embarrassing. But I'm thankful the Most High set me apart from that. But I still got love for my people. So I'm balling. If I didn't have love for them, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be pissed off. Yeah, I wouldn't be pissed off. But that astonishment is about to, we're about to deteriorate under that title, astonishment. Right? Black power. Black power. As long as we still coming under all these crazy umbrellas, they understand that they can continue to destroy us. Y'all see, the only time they got problems with us is when we claim that we Israel. That's when the problem done went through the roof. Right? That's when the problem done went through the roof, boy. They can't have that. They cannot have that. So, I'm going to move on. Move on. Lock it. 1 second. Moving on. That. Yeah, family. So it's just once again, it's supposed to be a family affair, but I know family members ain't gonna dig what I'm saying. It don't matter, man. I'm out here on the behalf of the Most High, by Hashem and Mashiach Yahweh. But my family destroyed for lack of knowledge, right? Most High says, since you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And when he rejects you, this is what we get. We become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword. Once he rejects us, we have to just say, well, we black, we'll stand with the people. They gave us their name, so we black, and we're going to just say, okay, we black power. Black power. I know a lot of people ain't going to like that, man. That's crazy. We look like fools out here, and we are fools out here, right? We look like fools out here. Every time you look at a commercial, you got one of us on there help selling us out, just helping sell us out. We don't need no help from no Negro to destroy us. But guess what? The Negro feel like he need the help because he a bootlicker. He feel like he just need the help. He feel like he need the help. So he sign up. He end up on a commercial. Deceiving. Right along with the rest of us. Deceiving. Right? Just sick of it, man. It's just crazy. All this freaking artificial crap. This whole thing is artificial, it's deceptive. All of it is deceptive. Like I said, if it ain't complete truth, it's a lie. If it's a lie and you believe in it, then you've been deceived. And if you're still comfortable in living that lie, I can't feel sorry for you. I cannot feel sorry for you. I was told not to believe the lie and to wake up. Wake up. It's a lie. Too much madness going on. Cooning and everything, man. Just signing ourselves up to sell us out. But it ain't gonna be me. It's gonna be my people. I'm gonna hurt. I'm gonna hurt for it, but I gotta keep doing this until the Most High shut the door. When he shut the door, it ain't nothing else I can do. I gotta keep doing it though, because he got work to do. And he asked me to help him do the work. Asked me. It ain't like he need me, but he asked me to help him. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Because it's a willful thing. He ain't making me. It's a willful decision. He woke me up just to see what I would do. Just to see what I'm gonna do. 1 Corinthians 6, 9 through 11. So like, let if y'all don't mind, let me go back up one time, family. I gotta do it. All right. I want to read a passage. All right. Then I'll move on. I always use this passage every now and then. All right. That's where it's coming from. Shalom, Akim, Priest Adonai, Todah, the water, and all the other Akim out there. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. But I got this from my Ak. Okay. And this is, once again, pertaining to, just black power. Why not worldly power? The Most High kingdom coming where the Israelites going to be set up to rule the world. The world. Not just black power, but the whole world. So I'm in the gospel of Philip. And I don't subscribe to what another brother tell me what gives knowledge to the word of the Most High or not. I don't. That's why I ain't no follower. Okay? All praises to the Most High. The Gospel of Philip, chapter 1, verse 2. This for the brothers over here and the sisters. Black power. who might not think that they ain't no slave no more. But like I said the other second ago, when the brother had a wake-up call, when the elderly so-called white man called him out, and you know, I ain't giving no props to that, but the scriptures tell me I'm still in the land of my captivity, like the Most High said in Deuteronomy 28 and 37. We gonna become an astonishment, proverb, and byword among the nations where the Most High shall send thee. You're gonna be in subjection. And he speak of coming back to get your behind, just like he did in ancient Egypt. So the Gospel of Philip, chapter 1, verse 2, the slave seeks only to be free. Remember? Because we free. We free. We ain't no slave. That didn't happen to me. That was them. It ain't me. That was them. Right? So the slave seeks only to be free, but he does not hope to acquire the estate of his master. But the son is not only a son, but lays claim to the inheritance of the father. So that's a twofold deal. First of all, the slave, and to me, I'm going to say the other half of that paragraph is referring to an Israelite. Those who come back to acquire the inheritance that the Most High gave us in the beginning. And that he said he's going to give back still to the remnant that returns. Right? Even in the greater substance. Verse 2, chapter 1, Gospel of Philip. The slave seeks only to be free. Just black power and that's it. But he does not hope to acquire the estate of his master. They don't want it all, just black power. Right? But the son is not only a son, but lays claim to the inheritance of the father. That's how it goes. And that's why you'll never be on top over here. Because those who are set up over here, they acquire the inheritance of a family member or a bloodline. Right? Even though it's a wicked bloodline. Yet and still, that's their bloodline. So just because Barack Obama was in there, don't mean he was black power. But some Negroes think so still to this day, that he was pro-black. But anyway, I know what he was pro. He was the first one that opened the door for y'all to come in and let my aunties and my grandmas wear box fades and some boots like this and got all these children behind them. And all of a sudden they want to be called granddad. He opened the door for them, completely open. It was a crack open. Now the door just wide open, double doors. Wide open like a carousel. 1 Corinthians 6, 9 through 11, man. Moving on. All right. First Corinthians 6, 9 through 11. So yeah, but no disrespect, man. I just be optimistic. During the course of the week, just be watching. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, 9 through 11. So right now, I'm through. If y'all think I'm bashing, coming up against the people, our people, whatever, all right, I'm done with that. You can learn from it or you can hate it. I'm moving on to the Israelite power now. Form Yashala in totality. Because a lot of Israelite power, Israelites out there, they really under the umbrella of just black power. They're not teaching the full gospel of a Mashiach Yahawashah, right? The kingdom only belongs to them inside and out. Ain't nobody else this, that, and the third, but they will teach you other people going into captivity. I don't know where they fit in at though, because if you tell them, look, man, the same camps up under the black power umbrella would tell you that they're supposed to be teaching the world about the Most High. But if you're going to shut the world off and just tell them they're going into captivity and that's it, you got to teach it right. Captivity for nations is in the scripture. Not knocking that. But you just can't shut them off. How you going to teach the nations about the Most High or put the work in for the Most High, for Hamashiach Yahushua, and you're doing it the way you want to do it? There's got to be some order, family. So some Israelite brothers are under the fold of black power, just black power, and that's it. I love my family, but we got to do it the way the Most High said do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm dealing with Israelite power right now. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Know ye not. It's a lot. I'm going to make sure. We're going to do this right. All right. Here we go. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Through 11. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Almighty Elohim? So, with that being said, it's unrighteous if we just gonna do black power, man. Where we going with that? Where we going with just black power? I just read to you in the Gospel of Philip that the slave only seeks to be free. He don't want to be ruler, or he don't want the estate of his master. Right? Slaves over here looking for reparations. Oh, but they say they ain't slaves. See what I'm saying? Double standard. I ain't no slave, but I want reparations. I want reparations. Then when I get the reparations, I still want to stay over here. I want my reparations so I can spend it and give it right back to the people that gon'. That's madness. 1 Corinthians 6, 9 through 11. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Almighty Elohim? Of course they won't, because they want their kingdom right now. They don't care nothing about the kingdom coming. But the true Israelites, they care about the kingdom coming. They want to inherit the kingdom coming. Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. None of them will inherit the kingdom of the Almighty Elohim. But that sun going down so quick, I can sit here and watch it. None of them are going to inherit the kingdom of the Almighty Elohim under the black power umbrella, because all of that is up under the same umbrella. It's under the same umbrella. So it's obvious that they ain't concerned with the kingdom of the Almighty Elohim. They're not concerned with that. They're trying to have a kingdom and I don't know what they call it. I don't know what they call black power, man. But they're trying to have that coalition or that gathering together here. And I guess they're going to prosper some kind of way. Come up with an army. Oh, they got their little army. They got their little militia. Whatever that is. Yeah, they got a lot of guns and all that. I give them that. But how you going to beat the people who make the gun? How you going to whoop them? You think they're going to allow y'all to have nukes? But y'all deceiving people, man. You deceiving yourself. Moving on. Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. All that can't happen under the same umbrella. We can't come together under the same umbrella. Y'all doing all that, y'all ain't thinking about the children. Y'all just thinking about yourself. We need to come together. What about the children? Right? Are the sisters going to be able to continue to walk around in pants tight as they can put them on? So another man can watch another man's wife and all this, that, and the third. And not just that, can the little sisters watch them as if this is the way to go? So she can get her turn and grow up and do the same thing that the umbrella we coming together under. If it was righteous, I'd sacrifice it all. Just like I did for the Most High. Sacrifice it all. Verse 10, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Almighty Elohim. Verse 10 again, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Almighty. Alahayim. Brought that scripture out because all these things are up under them different umbrellas, man. Too many people worshiping too many different things, right? Other gods, y'all all got different deities. But y'all said we got to come together. I can't sacrifice it all for that. Verse 11. And such were some of you, you Israelites, you true Israelites. But ye are washed. But ye are sanctified. But ye are justified in the name of a Mashiach Yahushua and by the Spirit of our Almighty Alahayim. Right? Verse 11 again. And such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of the Mashiach Yahushua and by the Spirit of our Almighty Alahayim. Right? So you're sanctified, you're washed, you're justified in the name of a Mashiach Yahushua. Right? In the spirit of the Almighty Alahayim. Genesis 32 and 28. I had to go there. Now I'm going to move on. Genesis 32 and 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince, meaning a prince, heir to the throne of the king, like we read in the Gospel of Philip, slave just want to be free. But he don't seek to acquire the estate of his master. But the son is not just a son, but he is the son of a father and of the inheritance of his father. So, in Jacob, Salaki, verse 28, chapter 32 in the book of Genesis, and he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince hast thou power with the Almighty Alahayim and with men, and has prevailed. You passed the test, right? You passed the test. Jacob fought with the Most High or with the angel and passed the test. I got to continue to fight. I want to pass the test. That's why you can't say you saved. You got to continue to fight. You got to go through some things. All these things that are written in the book of 2nd Esdras, in the book of Revelation, in the book of Isaiah, Jeremiah, Zechariah, Ezekiel, Zephaniah, Nahum, no, Amos and Joel. Come on, man. You ain't saved from nothing. You ain't saved from nothing. You got to prevail. You got to make it through. One more time and move on. Genesis 32 and 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, where as a prince hast thou power with the almighty power and with men, and hath prevailed. So I'd rather have that power with the Almighty, the creator of all things, than to have black power. Because there's too much going on under that umbrella of the black power. Most High got his laws, statutes, and commandments with judgment, right? And with a promise of eternity, eternal life, right? Running and ruling all the nations, all the nations. We want to acquire the estate of our masters, where we've been held captive throughout the four corners of the earth. That's what the promise is from the Creator. I don't know about black power, but that's what the Most High promised. All right? Because the black power is subject to get stepped on. 2nd Esdras 8 and 51, and that's for real. Setting you up to get stepped on and to get turned out. Turned out. These people are set up to turn your children completely out. They aiming at your kids. They're not aiming at you. They want you because the only way they can get to the kids is through you. Right? That's just black power. We ain't through with you nations neither. Y'all coming. But I'm just dealing with a family matter right now. Y'all don't get no pass neither. You don't get no pass neither. 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 51. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. Right? Understanding this for myself, and I'm going to have to seek out the glory for such that be like me. Like me doing what? That wants to continue to wrestle with the Most High. So he can acquire power, complete power. Have an inheritance to rule all nations. To have power with the Creator. That's the power I want. That's Israelite power. And I need to be out to seek for such as myself that wants Israelite power. True Israelite power. That's what the Most High said. After you done wrestle with him, don't be concerned with black power no more. That's what he told Ezra. Quick, why you still worrying about it? I need you to do what, Ezra? 2nd Ezra, chapter 8 and 51. I know you love your people, but the Most High said you don't love them more than I do. I created them. So I'm going to tell you what you need to do, Ezra. But understand thou for thyself. Don't understand and keep worrying about everybody else, but understand thou for thyself. And seek out the glory for such as be like thee. So he's trying to raise Ezra up to another degree of spirituality. Trying to raise Ezra up to another degree of spirituality so he can be one with the Most High, have power, having an inheritance with the Creator. That's what he's trying to do here. And that's what happens when you Israel, when you transform from being Jacob to Israel. Right? You prevail. You have done well. So your name will no longer be called Jacob, but Israel. All right? All praises to the Most High for that. So the Most High said, hey, man, don't keep looking for this black power thing. Understand you for yourself and search out those that are, as you know, like yourself. You got my interest, my best interest at hand. You're a very obedient servant, creation, son. I need you to continue to do what it is you're doing. You're doing a good job, but you still got your heart in the world. I need you to cut that off. Come up hither, and I can show you greater things. Right? Come up hither, and I can show you greater things, Edris. Israel, way stronger, way greater than black power. All right? Sirach 39, 5 through 8. Or Ecclesiasticus. One of my favorites. Look. Ecclesiasticus 39, 5 through 8. Ecclesiasticus 39, 5 through 8. Okay? So when he said you need to search out those such as yourself, look for them. Look for them. Look for them, man. Because once you have prevailed to be in Israel, becoming Israel, becoming one with the Most High, that is. Let me jump from that scripture right quick. Let me go somewhere. Let me go to 2 Corinthians 4, 6 through 7 first. Let me try something. All right? 2 Corinthians 4. 6 through 7. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 6 through 7. For the Almighty Elohim, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, have shined in our hearts, to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of the Almighty Elohim in the face of a Mashiach Yahweh. So we got to stand there and tell the master teacher, show him how we done learned his ways. Stand before him like we taking a test and declare everything we done learned. Here it goes. For the Almighty Elohim, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, which is the Israelites. He commanded y'all to shine out of darkness. Black power is darkness. He wants us to come out of that and shine. He commanded the light. Those who accept the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Most High to shine out of darkness, have shined in our hearts, woke us up to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of the Almighty Elohim in the face of a Mashiach Yahweh. That's what my elder had to do, my father, Jacob, who translated to Israel. That's what he had to do once he acquired that. He had to teach his children. But who are COTP? Who are COTP? But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of the Almighty Elohim and not of us, so-called black people. The excellency of the power may be of the Almighty Elohim and not black power, or not some foolishness we keep making up. Pan-Africanism. Just making up stuff, man. All these different money schemes. Just making up stuff. All of it is deceptive. You can still be an NIGGA at the end of it all. You can still be an NIGGA. But with this Israelite power, this true Israelite power, you cannot do that. There will be no black power, period. Only power you're going to get is the power that we have, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of the Almighty Elohim and not of us. Jump up to 6 again. For the Almighty Elohim, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, have shined in our hearts, to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of the Almighty Elohim in the face of a Mashiach Yahweh Shah, because we can't get to the Most High unless we come and stand before the King that's anointed to rule over us. He want to know, what have you learned, sir? Are you still holding the black power flag up, or what? What's going on? What do you claim? What do you stand on? What do you stand on? But I'm going to tell you what we stand on. When we stand before our King, Mashiach Yahweh Shah, we stand on Sirach 39, 5 through 8. Okay? Sirach 39, 5 through 8. It's what we stand on. He will give his heart to resort early to the Most High that made him, and will pray before the Most High, and will open his mouth in prayer and make supplication for his sins. Won't hide them, will acknowledge him, will ask for help when he falls. When he find out he's struggling, he gonna ask for help. Like my father Jacob, he struggled and wrestled. He wanted to acquire these things, and he was rewarded with them because he didn't give up. Verse 5, chapter 39, Ecclesiasticus. These are the things that we will declare before Mashiach Yahweh Shah, according to 2 Corinthians Verse 5 in Ecclesiastes 39. He will give his heart to resort early to the Most High that made him, and not no other gods. Not myself. No self-worship. Knowing I didn't create me, knowing I ain't made no moons, no stars, or none of that. I ain't worshiping no stars. They all come, everything created come from the Creator. He will give his heart to resort early to the Most High, to the Lord that made him, and will pray before the Most High, and will open his mouth in prayer and make supplication for his sins. When the great master, or when the great Lord will, he shall be filled with the spirit of understanding. He shall pour out wise sentences and give thanks unto the Most High in his prayers. Not just keep looking towards black power and that's where everything stops. Unless they look over to Africa somewhere. I don't know. But I ain't even go that far with that black power, man. You're going to go to Africa and look towards Africa, pick you a country and a tribe, and I hope you make it. I hope you make it. Verse 6, when the great master or the great Lord will, he shall be filled with the spirit of understanding. He will pour out wise sentences and give thanks unto the Most High in his prayers. He shall direct his counsel and knowledge. And in his secrets shall he meditate. And we meditate on the word of the Most High. We don't sit with our legs crossed, holding no 666. We don't do none of that. None of that. Verse 7. He shall direct his counsel and knowledge, and in his secrets shall we meditate. Verse 8. He shall show forth that which he have learned, and shall glory in the law of the covenant of the Most High. So he's going to stand before Mashiach Yahweh and declare these things. Seeing if he's worthy to be accepted, to be in rulership, to accept this inheritance. Right? Verse 8 again. He shall show forth that which he have learned, and shall glory in the law of the covenant of the Most High. Not the covenant of black power, in the covenant of the Most High. So these are the things that's going to happen. This is the test we got to keep taking. And this is the race we got to keep running. You Israelites, you light bearers, true light bearers. Right? 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 6. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 6. Therefore, we are always confident, knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Most High. So if we walk around still loving the world, we ain't got no connection with the Most High. Yeah, we're going to be black power. We're going to be whatever. We're going to be an astonishment, a proverb and a byword. And we will not seek the estate of our master, but just to be free. Verse 6, therefore we are always confident, knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, or comfortable in the flesh, we are absent from the Most High. Ain't no spirit around or available. Go to verse 8. We are confident, I say, and willing, rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Most High. We are confident, I say, and willing, rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Most High. Throwing away the old man, changing completely, reforming. Because we want to be spiritual now. We want to raise up our vibrations like the people say. We want to go up to a whole nother degree. in this academy, right? In this regiment, we want to go up another degree and continue to go up as high as the Most High will allow us to go. We want to be absent from the body and present with the Most High, with the Creator. We don't want to be present with man. Man is limited. Man is foolish, super foolish. We don't want to be black power, family. We want to have Israelite power. One who has power with the Creator or the Almighty Allahayim. That's what you should want. You can pick and choose this day which one you want. Philippians chapter 3, verse 7 through 8. You can do what you want to do. Philippians chapter 3, verse 7 through 8. I know what I'm going to do. Philippians chapter 3, verse 7 through 8. But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Hamashiach. So all the worldly things that I acquired, right? All the worldly things that I acquired, I counted loss for Hamashiach, because he got bigger promises. He got bigger things than the foolishness that I thought that I had was worth something. Verse 8. Ye doubtless, and I counted all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Mashiach Yahushua, my master, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things. I gave it all up to this day, and do count them but dung, that I may win, Mashiach. I'm going to read that again. Chapter 3 of Philippians, verse 7. But what things were gained to me, those I counted lost for Hamashiach. Verse 8. Ye doubtless, or yea, Salakia, yea, doubtless. And I counted all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Mashiach Yahushua, my master, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win with Mashiach. And that's what it is. And I woke up this morning continually telling the Most High, I know I'm not nothing but dust. I know I am below even what I say I am, which is dust. I'm nothing. I declare this so I can be heard. I am nothing. I want my prayers to be heard, man. I'm not perfect. I need help. Right? I'm not perfect and I need help. But I ain't scared and I'm not ashamed to ask for help. All right? So y'all can keep black power. Give me that Israelite power. Keep the black power. Give me Israelite power. Keep your Pan-Africanism. Give me black power. Right? Keep your E-N-O-I. Keep all that, man. Give me Israelite power. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Form Yashala. All the glory and praises go up and out to the Most High Yahweh Yahuwah, Bahashem Mashiach Yahushua, Yahusha, Israelite power. Right? From one Shabbat to the next. Most High will. I'll do it again. And that's what it's worth. Be safe. Shalom.